Hi everyone, this is Julia from Adventure Geek, and today I'm going to be talking all about walking boots and walking shoes. In particular, I'm going to be talking to you about the Salomon Cross Hikes. These are GTX. As you can see, I've got the boots, but I've also got the shoes. There's a story behind that, and I'll tell you the reasons why shortly. Anyway, let's crack on with the video, and I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the downright ugly about these boots. Let's go. Okay, so let's go into these boots. I have got two pairs of the Mid Gortex Cross Hikes. So I've got them in the light blue and I've also got them in the black. And they've probably had at least 500 miles on each of these. So I'm going to go into the wear and tear shortly. And then I got a hole in one of them, and on a panic I was leaving for the West Highland Way, so I ordered another pair, but I ordered the shoes by accident. But in retrospect, it's been brilliant. These have been so much more comfortable. In my head, it was like I needed ankle support, definitely needed that. But actually, the ankle support on these boots are not that brilliant. They're actually quite wide at the ankle, so they don't enclose your ankle very well. And I'll put it on in a second and I'll show you what they're like. But there's quite a big gap, so bits were still getting in my shoes and there wasn't really much support there. So these are actually very similar to the Speed Cross. So if you've used the Salomon Speed Cross shoes, then you'll see that they're more or less exactly the same. One of the things that I do love about them is the directional lugs. These have had these are actually really worn now. I'm just about to get myself a new pair, but they've got directional lugs and they've also got a line that goes all down the middle, and that's all to do with the way that the weight is on your gait. So I really do like the directional lugs. They actually call it contra grip, which is quite cool. They've got reinforced toe boxes. I've not had any splits or any tear, or sometimes on trail runners the front of the toe box comes off and you end up gluing this back on, especially in the middle of a through hike. Not had any problems at all with any of that on any of the boots that I've got or shoes that I've got for the cross hikes. Absolutely love them. And I love they've got the quick lace, which is why I always go for Salomon's. And the reason I went for these cross hikes, because that is the first mid boot that's got the quick lace, and it just tucks up into the little garage here, and I just find that absolutely brilliant. Amount of times I've had accidents in the past with my other boots where a lace has come undone, you've not noticed, and you've tripped over your laces. So I do like the quick laces, and I like the way this is all built in, and it's snug, goes snug to your foot as well. So yeah, I absolutely love the style of these as well. They're really, really comfortable. And yeah, so let's go through the wear and tear, and I'll tell you the reasons why I don't like that as much. So I'm going to be honest, the wear and tear started on these ones really early. So I've got the side kept coming off, and that was coming off really early. Within, I'd say, even 100 miles, that was coming off. And then I don't know if it's just the way that I walk, but I've also got a split here on the left hand side as well. Everything else is intact, but obviously you're paying for a Gore-Tex shoe, you're paying for water resistance, and as soon as you've got splits in the side here, then that's the water resistant side gone. And within 100 miles I wasn't very happy with that, so I messaged, I went through the refund process, and Salomon were great. You have to take photos of the bottom, you have to take photos of the areas that you're complaining about, and they literally refunded my account. So I bought another pair, and I bought a second pair of Salomon Cross Hikes, which is the black ones, and then again within maybe 200 miles or so I was having exactly the same problem. So the side was coming away, and I haven't got any splits here, but it's definitely coming away at the side, and that was just within a couple of 100 miles. But you know what, I felt like I couldn't complain again, so I just kept wearing them, and I've got no additional wear and tear there. Actually, it's not too bad at all, and I've probably got at least 500 miles on this, and you can see on the bottom the grip is still really intact. Yeah, 500 miles on the mid hikes. So what happened is, literally, I was going to go off, I'd do the West Highland Way. I knew I've got these splits here, so I thought I'd better order myself a new pair of shoes. And that's it, that's exactly what I did, last minute. So I then had the shoes. Now, the shoes, it's not tearing away, and I've probably got, I would say, nearly 1,000 miles on these. I've done 3 national trails, and I run a walking club as well. So I've got a lot of mileage on this, and you can tell by the bottom, if you compare the two, you can tell I've done a lot more miles on this than I have on that. You can just tell by the tread there. But I've got no wear and tear here on either side. It's literally just starting to come away here, and I've got a little dinky hole that's just starting. But for 1,000 miles, that is pretty cool. And the only difference between this and the boots is that this is half a size more. So now I'm thinking perhaps I should always order like a whole size up rather than just a half size up when I'm walking, because these were super comfortable. Never had any blisters or anything like that, apart from once on my heel, but that was to do with the pace that I was walking and stuff like that. But yeah, I absolutely love these shoes, and I would definitely recommend them. Another con that I think we've got is that if you have a wide toe or you need a wide shoe box, then this is pretty standard, and it's quite narrow, same as the Speed Crosses. They are quite a narrow fit. They don't do a wide fit with the shoe lock laces at all, and that is something that is going to cause me concerns in the long term. I've had these shoes now for coming up to a year. I've always worn the same ones, and now my big toe is starting to cause me some issues where they're slightly turning in, and I don't know if that's because of the shoes or if that's just me and the way that I walk. I'm not sure. I'm seeing the podiatrist on Tuesday, so I shall let you know. But I have a feeling it might be because the shoes are a little bit too narrow. So if you have wide feet, these are not going to be for you. And they're quite expensive. So these were about £165. Not sure what that is in US dollars. But the quality is second to none, and I would always recommend Salomon shoes. So mixed review there, I know. It's up to you what you do. But yeah, I really love them, and if it wasn't for the narrow side of things, we'll see what the podiatrist says on Tuesday, then I might have to go for a different type of shoe. But in the meantime, yeah, I will try and keep wearing the Salomon ones because they are super. So in summary, I would say if you're ordering any Salomon Cross Hike shoes, then order at least one size up. Don't go half size up, and certainly don't go for your regular size. Otherwise, it's just not going to fit properly. So yeah, I would go for a whole size up. And the shoes, even though they're exactly the same probably as the Speed Crosses, I'd recommend the shoes over the boots, because the actual mid part of it doesn't protect your feet at all because it's quite wide. So yeah, I would definitely go with the shoes. I like them. Hopefully that helps. If it does, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and obviously the notification bell as well if you like these videos. And I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to get outside, get inspired, go take a hike when you can. I'll see you next time. Take care. Ta-da. Bye-bye.